Does short content rank well on Google? Does short content bring in any traffic? Well, I'm going to try and answer those two very important questions in this video. I've been doing a little experiment to try and find the answers to those questions. And, well, I'm going to share with you right now what I found. So, let's go. Hello, it's Alex here from WP Eagle. Hope you're all keeping well. Let's jump straight into it. So today I'm going to be trying to answer whether it's worth adding short content to your website as a kind of quick and cheap and easy way to get some search engine rankings and to bring in some traffic. I've been testing out this idea on bestroofbox.com, which is one of my affiliate marketing websites. You've probably seen it. I write and talk about it all the time. I don't know why I said right there. I generally just make videos about it. But yeah, you've probably seen one of them. And if you haven't, you can find them all in the playlist that's appeared up there. And find links to everything I talk about in the description below this video. So on Best Roof Box over the last month, 2 months, let's say, I've been adding some content to the site that's pretty short. And when I say short, I'm talking about articles that are less than 950 words. In fact, to really test out the idea, I've added a few bits of content that are only a couple of hundred words long. Like this one, for example, which is about the Acura RDX, which was it Acura? Acura, I don't know, we don't have those cars over here in the UK, but I believe they're quite popular in the US. I think over here they're called a Vauxhall. But yeah, I digress. I created this article around the Acura, around the RDX. Yeah, and I just added 200 words or so at the top, a couple of paragraphs. And then to fill out the article, I added some elements from the fantastic AAWP plugin, which basically allows you to create tables, like the one you're looking at now, and also pull in kind of product box data or product box words and images, the stuff you're looking at right now. And it does that using the Amazon API. So yeah, that article was literally just a couple of hundred words that I had written, or maybe I wrote them, I can't remember. And then I filled out the rest of the article with just stuff that AAWP pulls down from Amazon. So not particularly unique content or anything like that. By the way, if you're not using AAWP, you should definitely go check it out. I'll put a link up now. And again, you'll find the link in the description. That is an affiliate link. So if you do go and make a purchase, if you do buy a license for that plugin, I will earn a commission. I thank you very much. But yeah, AAWP, I highly recommend anyway. I would recommend it even if they weren't paying me, because it's a really useful plugin. And as I've just shown, it enables you to create some fantastic tables and pull in other bits of information from Amazon to kind of fill out your content and make it look really nice. I will just say that you need to have made at least 3 sales through your Amazon affiliate account in order to get access to the Amazon API keys, which is what the plugin uses to pull the data down from Amazon. But anyway, let's get to the interesting bit. Does the short content actually rank? Well, to find out, I created a spreadsheet, of course, and I added all of the articles that I've got on my site that are less than 950 words. And then I started filling in some of the data, basically how many monthly visits they get. And I'm looking at the last 30 days for this data, and also what position they currently are on google.com in the US. And to measure and track that, I use the fantastic but quite expensive Ahrefs. So let's have a look at the spreadsheet. There you go. And it's quite interesting. We can see that 16 out of the 23 articles that I've got on my site that are less than 950 words, 16 of them were in the top 10 on Google. In fact, 3 of them had the top spot, like the article on whether you can drive with an empty cargo box. In fact, 2 articles I've got on driving with an empty cargo box, and how long does it take to fit a roof box. Yeah, all 3 of those were ranking number 1 and pulling in some traffic, which of course is important because it's all very well getting number 1 spots on Google and ranking really well. It's all very well doing that, but if you're not bringing in any traffic by doing that, then yeah, it's a waste of time. So yeah, very impressed with the top 3 articles that are bringing in traffic and ranking really well. That article that I just showed you, the RDX, Acura, whatever, I'm just going to call it the RDX. The RDX article, which was made up of about 200 words, 201 to be precise, that's not including the information that was pulled in via AAWP. That article on the keyword Acura RDX roof box is ranking number 3 and had 28 visits in the last 28 days, or was it last 30 days? Something like that. And had 12 entrances. So that kind of shows that a really short article can rank really well. Now, of course, you may have spotted that some of the articles in the spreadsheet are not bringing in any traffic at all, even though they're ranking. And that is probably down to me choosing the wrong keywords. Well, not choosing the wrong keywords because I'm trying to create an article around every single car in the US, but they must just be, you know, a car that's not very popular or a car that's not that suitable for a roof box. And that's probably the reason. So you've got to keep that in mind when you're choosing your keywords. As I kind of just touched on, it's all very well ranking well for a keyword, but if that keyword is not being searched for or being typed into Google, then yeah, it's a waste of time. So what can we draw from this? Well, short content can rank well, providing that there isn't much competition, and I should probably make that clear that around most of these keywords there isn't a lot of competition on the long tail. So there aren't many articles around the Acura RDX roof box selection, for example. So, you know, if there's no one else out there with an article, then the article doesn't need to be long and you can, you know, just rank well and rank quite quickly. If I was to try and do this on a term that's more competitive, then it probably wouldn't work as well. You know, if there's some articles that are longer and of better quality, then of course they will outrank me. But I think as a way to fill out your site and to get some positioning and to bring in some traffic on those longer tail keywords where there isn't much competition, I think, you know, obviously assess each article one by one and on each of their own merits. But I think in general, you can probably get away with not writing as much as you probably think you need to. But of course, you're going to want to answer whatever the topic is about. And for example, when I'm talking about roof boxes for a particular car, there isn't that much to talk about. I'm just going to basically say, you know, it's a fantastic car and you're going to want to keep in mind this and that. And then I'm just going to list off some roof boxes. There isn't much more to be said. Whereas if you were writing around a much more in-depth topic, then of course you're going to have to write more words. The other thing that I've learned from this experiment is that I shouldn't have probably just written articles around every single make and model. Basically, I didn't do any keyword research on that. I just got a list of every single car in the US and sent it over to my writers and said, you know, create me an article around each one of these cars about roof boxes, and that's what we've been doing. I should have probably checked whether people were actually searching for roof boxes for certain types of cars, because for some cars, for example, the Subaru Outback, which is one of the best performing articles on my site, that pulls in tons of traffic. But whereas some of the Cadillac cars that I've just shown you in that spreadsheet, they're not bringing in any traffic at all. So I guess it depends on the car, and I should have maybe done a bit more research. So that's one of the takeaways that I've got from this experiment, is I should have run my list of cars through a keyword tool. So there we have it. Short content can rank and short content can bring in some good traffic, providing you create that content around the right keywords. I'd love to know your experiences with writing and publishing short content. Have you got an article that's not very long that's bringing in some good traffic? I'd love to know. Leave me a comment below. I do read all the comments that I get and I'll try to reply to as many as I can. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. That really helps me out. And if you want to make sure that you don't miss any future videos, just click that subscribe button and make sure that you click the little bell. And then you should get a notification from YouTube, although some people are saying they haven't been getting them. Don't know what that's about. I think that's a YouTube problem. But yeah, just click that bell and hopefully it'll all work out okay. But anyway, until next time, good luck with your sites. Bye for now.